All righty, let's start. Any pains or injuries before we start? Good. Okay. All right, good day, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is Mobility Flow. It is a level 1 class. We're working with different drills for mobility and fluidity. If you have any kind of special conditions and limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether, making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. Now, if your hips or your low back are tight, please elevate and sit up on some blocks or some blankets, and that will make it easier for you to find a lengthy, tall spine as you take your cross-legged position. All right, let the palms face up. Fingers come to Jnana Mudra. Thumb and index fingers touching. Grounded evenly through your seat, elongating through your spine, and start to let your inhales even out with your exhales. Three ohms together. Inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart, pressing your thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for your yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart, chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Sarva Vushtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyandraha, Bihyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes and let the palms face up again. Fingers come back to Jnana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Right hand to the left side of the head, pulling gently to elongate. Caroline, switch hands. And then chin toward the right shoulder. Continue to pull gently to the back of the head. Release, back to center. Drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder. Left hand to the right side. And then the chin toward the left shoulder. Release, back to center. Drop the left hand. Chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side. Roll it back. Opposite side, roll with center. Take a few more rounds in that same direction. Gentle, easy circles, beginning to work the top of the spine, moving the neck and your shoulders. And take one more giant circle. Chin back toward the chest and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. Right, so think of your yoga practice as a math equation. What you do to one side, you do equally to the other. And then chin back toward the chest and pause. Lifting the chin parallel to the floor and neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Let the hands support to either side of you, sitting up tall, and then turning your toes toward each other, and then roll them out. Draw in, roll out, draw in. Outer rotation, circling the ankles. And take it back to center, switch them around, inner rotations. And take it back to center again. Cross your shins again, but take the opposite crossing of the legs. So this time it's your non-dominant leg on front. This should feel a little bit tighter, a little bit more awkward. Raise the arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center, arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Draw back up, other side. Back to center again, legs forward, forward fold. You can grab your feet, ankles, or your shins. Lengthen through your spine. Keep a neutral spine as you exhale. Make your way forward. So try to avoid rounding the spine and shrugging your shoulders, but instead keep a neutral spine and go only as far forward as you can manage. And make your way back up. Swing the legs back behind you. Come to your hands and your knees. So your hands are about shoulders width. Your middle fingers point straight forward. Line up your shoulders with the elbows. Your knees about hips width, tucking your toes under and lining up your knees and your hips. Let's take some cat-cows, moving your spine. Inhale, draw the navel down. Raise your tail. Raise the back of the head so you're arching your spine. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the tail down, chin toward the chest. Dome the middle of the back up toward the sky. Let's take that a few times. Inhale. Draw the navel down, raise your tail, raise the back of the head, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, cat pose. Inhale, arch, cow pose. Exhale, round, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Back to neutral spine. With your right hand, walk your right hand one handprint wider, one handprint further forward. Basically, you're trying to just move your hands further away from the face. Inhale, lift the left elbow up. Exhale, thread it through 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Bend your right elbow, left shoulder, left cheek toward the floor as you take your twist. Let's come back up. Press into your right hand, lift back up. Walk your hands back in. Reset, hands and knees. Second side. Left hand, one handprint wider, one handprint further forward. Inhale, raise your right elbow up. Exhale, thread it through 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Right shoulder, right cheek toward the floor. As you keep pressing your left hand down to deepen your twist. Press into your left hand, lift back up, hands and knees. This time, inhale, right heel draws back, right knee in toward the nose 3 times. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, right knee in. Kick the right heel back, extend the left arm forward, and balance. Then bend the right knee, reach back with your left hand, grab the inside of the foot, and kick back. Good. Release your left hand back down to the floor, step the right foot out to the side, walk your hands in, and stand on the left knee. So the right foot should be flat on the floor. You can always point the toes forward, arms out. And then side bend over to the right, right hand to right leg, left arm overhead. Extend the leg fully if you can. There you go. Take it back up. Left hand to the floor, right arm overhead, and extend. Take it back up. Left hand behind you, right arm forward, bend your right elbow. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay here twisting. If you have a deeper back bend, left hand to grab the left ankle, reach the right arm overhead. Starting to release, make your way back up. Walk your hands forward, take the right knee down, and then let's take child's pose. You can take the knees a little bit wider, walk your hands further forward, and fold. Allow the arms to stretch, shoulders to stretch. Allow your seat to draw back toward the heels. And make your way back down to hands and knees. Sorry. All right? Hands and knees. Inhale, left heel back. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, left knee in. Kick back again. Keep your left heel back and right arm forward, extending. Then bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand, grabbing your foot. Once you have your foot, you want to kick back. Release, right hand comes down, left foot steps out to the side. You want full extension of the leg and the foot flat to the floor, arms up. Side bending over to the left. Take it back up. Other direction, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take it back up. Right hand behind you, left arm forward, and bend your left elbow. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting here. Now, if you have a deeper back bend, right hand to your right heel, left arm up and behind you. Take it back up. Walk your hands forward. Take the left knee down. And again, child's pose. You toward the heels and fold. All right. Take it back up. Down dog. Tucking your toes under, lifting your knees, and press your weight back towards your heels. Your palms are flat, and then your heels are separated about hips width. Stepping on the left foot, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Right knee in toward the nose, around the spine, shift your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, kick it back 3 times. Right knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick it back and shift back. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Kick it back again. Open up the hips and bend the right knee. Re-extend the right leg back up, stepping it forward. Warrior 1. Back heel comes down to the floor to anchor down. Right toes point straight forward. Bend the right knee to line up with the heel. Raise your arms up high and extend. This is your Warrior 1. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen and reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen and reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Stay here, and then lean the torso forward to a diagonal, as if you're doing the breaststroke. Swim the arms forward. Swim the arms back. Swim the arms forward. Swim the arms back. Swim forward. Swim back. Reach your arms back up. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Keep the right toes pointing forward, Hershey. All right, on the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Exhale, side angle. You can modify with the right arm to the top of the right leg, or right hand down to the floor if you can touch down easily. Left arm reaching up. Extended side angle. Left palm face down. Actively reach your fingertips forward as you ground the back heel down. Take it back up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg for triangle. Right hand to top of the shins if you're less flexible. Right hand to the floor if you're more flexible. Left arm reaching up. Extended triangle. Left palm face down. Reach forward. Inhale, take it back up. Reverse triangle. Right arm up and back. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Keep the hands alongside the rib cage, elbows drawn back. 3 progressive cobras, coming up a little higher every time. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. So your belly and your lower ribs stay on the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little higher, belly, lower ribs away from the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. If you have full extension of your arms and a deeper back bend, you can take it. If that's a little bit rough for your lower back, you can keep your elbows bending. And release all the way down and child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. Take it back to down dog. Hips up high. So your hands about shoulders width. Shift your weight back toward the heels and press strongly against your hands to draw the heels toward the floor. Hips are up high. So stand, hips are up. Yeah. Inhale, raise your left leg up. 3-legged dog. On the exhale, left knee in toward the nose as you shift your shoulders over your wrists, high up on your right tiptoes. Inhale, shift everything back as you kick your left leg up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick it back. Open up the hips and bend the left knee. Re-extend the left leg, stepping the left foot forward. Warrior one. So back heel comes down to the floor. Left knee lines up over the heel. Square the hips forward. Raise the arms up high and extend. Inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen and reach up. Keep the torso vertical. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Keep your arms alongside and lean the torso forward to a diagonal. Then as if you were swimming. Swim the arms forward. Swim the arms back. Swim the arms forward. Swim the arms back. Swim forward. Swim back. Come back up to warrior one. Open up the arms. Open up the hips for warrior two. Bend the front knee. So stand, you can see the reflection up against the window, so check that out. Inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Exhale, side angle. Take the left arm to top of the left leg to modify, or if you can touch your left hand down to the floor easily, left hand to the floor, right arm up. Extended side angle, right palm face down and reach forward. Inhale, take it all the way back up. Reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Triangle, lengthen out the left leg. Left hand to the top of the shin or to the floor, right arm reaching up. Extended triangle, right palm face down, reach forward. All the way back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath, exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. So again, hands alongside the rib cage, elbows drawn back. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra, belly lower ribs stay on the floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little higher, belly lower ribs away from floor. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. If you have full extension of your arms, go ahead and take it for your cobra. All the way down, child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. Down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips and bend the right knee. Right knee to the outside of the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your left arm. Kick it back up. Stepping your right foot forward. Warrior one. Take the arms to cactus, bending at the elbows, palms face forward. On the exhale, draw the arms in toward each other. Inhale, open as far back as you can, kissing your shoulder blades toward each other. Exhale, draw the arms forward. Inhale, draw the arms back. Exhale, draw the arms forward. Inhale, draw back. Then, elbows in toward the ribs as you flip the palms to face up, and then reach your arms up and touch your fingers. Draw the elbows back. Reach your arms up and touch your fingers. Exhale, draw back. Inhale, touch. This time, wrap the hands back behind you, interlace. Draw the shoulders open. Take it into a back bend by looking upwards. Then bow forward, devotional warrior, crown of the head to the inside of the foot as you reach up and overhead. Rise back up, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Exhale, half moon. Right hand forward about a foot, a little bit off to right side, so it's probably the corner of your mat on the right side. Tip forward to balance on the right hand, right foot, reaching your left heel back, left arm up. Keep the gaze looking to the floor if you're shaky here, but if your balance is pretty good, you can start to look upwards toward the sky. Step the left foot all the way back. Now keep your hands on the floor. We're going to stay with the hands supporting. We're going to lunge deeply and squat. So we're going to come forward and back a whole bunch of times, okay? So let's start it together. All right, come back forward into the lunge. Support with your hands, like one hand forward, one hand back, so you don't have to keep moving your hands, okay? So you're going to start to bend your left knee as you shift back into a squat. You're going to shift it back forward into a lunge. Draw back into a squat. Draw forward into a lunge. 3 more times. Draw back, a squat. Draw forward, a lunge. Draw back, a squat. Draw forward, a lunge. 1 more time. Draw back and stay there. If you can, walk your hands further back and put more weight onto your back heel, and you can flex your right foot. Now, if you cannot draw the heel down and you have to stay on your left tiptoes, that's fine. Just keep supporting with your hands. Otherwise, you might be a little bit shaky here, right? So you want to keep support so that you're nice and stable. Now, if you can keep the heel all the way down, right? So Ruby, one trick is if you take the torso to the inside between your legs, inside the left leg and the right leg, and you lean forward. That will help you to balance. Good. Are you able to draw the left heel all the way down as you do that? Okay, no. Okay. Good. All right, so this is called a Skandasana squat. All right, let's come back forward. Stepping your right foot back down, walk it back forward, adjust your legs as you can, as you need, and come all the way back up, warrior two. Keep the right toes pointing forward. Bending the front knee, warrior two. So you always want the knee to line up over the heel, and that will give you stability as well as hip opening. In a reverse warrior, hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back plank. This time we'll take a full push-up. In at one breath, exhale, push-up, chaturanga. Roll over your toes, tops of the feet. Keep the thighs off the floor and lift into back bend. It's your up dog. Roll over your toes again for down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips and bend the left knee. Left knee to the outside of the left arm and touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist and touch your right arm. Kick back up. Stepping your left foot forward. Warrior one. Back heel comes down, arms up high. Then cactus your arms, palms face forward. Bend the front knee. Yeah. Then draw the arms in toward each other so your arms are very active, right? Inhale, draw the arms as far back as you can. Draw the arms forward. Draw the arms back. Draw the arms forward. Draw the arms back. Now, elbows in toward each other. Flip the palms to face up. Then reach up and touch your fingers. Exhale, draw the elbows back. So these are going into your shoulders. Reach the arms up and touch. Draw the elbows back. Bend the elbows down. Yeah. Draw the arms up. Elbows back. Good. Then wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace. Shoulders open as you lift to gaze up into a back bend. Bow forward, devotional warrior. Crown of the head to the inside of the foot. Take it back up, warrior one. Arms up high. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Half moon, left hand forward about a foot from your toes, a little off to the left side, so it's a slight diagonal, probably to the corner of the mat on the left side. As you shift forward, balancing on the left leg, left arm, reach your right heel back, reach your right arm up. If your gazes to a floor for balance, if your balance is pretty good, you can take the gaze to look upwards. Alrighty, start to step the right foot way back. Now keep the hands on the floor for support. Right, so we're going to lunge, squat, lunge, squat. So adjust your hands as you need, right? So you're going to start to shift back into a squat, shift forward into a lunge 5 times, right? Shift back. You don't have to go that deep yet. Shift forward, just moving into your knees, into your hips. Shift back, shift forward. Shift back. Shift forward. One more time. Shift back and stay there. If you can, keep your right heel down. If you cannot, stay on your tiptoes, but keep your hands supporting. So as you're going toward the squat, you're going into your hips, into your left inner thighs, left hamstrings, stretching into your right knee. All right, starting to break, supporting with the hands, shift back forward once again, adjust your footing as you need, and then rise up for warrior two. Bending the front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back plank. Again, we'll take a full push-up. Inhale, one breath, exhale, chaturanga. Roll over your toes, you're on the tops of the feet. Knees stay off the floor for up dog. Roll it back for down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Step the right foot forward, crescent moon. Left knee comes down to the floor. If your knees are sensitive and you need extra padding, you can always take a mat, Left side folding towards center will double up your mat. Or if you have other cushioning, you can take any other cushioning. Then lunging your hips forward. So again, you want the right knee to line up over the heel, vertical line with your right shin. Take your hands to the top of the thighs. Think about your belly leaning away from your thighs as you draw the upper torso back, and then you'll naturally start to look slightly upwards toward the sky at an angle. Stay here. Good. So make sure that when you're looking upwards, right, that you don't crunch the back of the neck and overstretch your throat and crunch the back of the neck, disengage. You want the spine to essentially be neutral. And the back bend comes only from how much you can draw back into your back bend, not from your cervical spine over compressing and dropping the head back, right? So you want to look slightly forward and then find the line of your back bend. 2 more breaths. All right, take the hands to the floor, half split. Tuck the back toes under. As you shift your hips over your left knee, again, you want a vertical left thigh. Flex your right foot, beginning to stretch the back of the right leg. Hands to support either side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Keep that neutral spine. Hinge at the hips to draw forward. So this could be quite intense in your hamstrings, so go easy. You can always keep a slight bending of the knee if you need it, but do try to lengthen the best you can. All right, we're going to shift back forward again. You're going to step the right foot down, but turn the right toes out at an angle, 30 to 45 degrees over to right side, and the right thigh will also angle out as well. Left hand comes to the floor for support. Raise your right arm up, right hand behind you, half bind to twist. Keep the hips lunging forward, so you're still getting into a quad stretch, left quad stretch. If this is good, you can stay here. If you want to bind, you can bend your left knee with your right hand, grabbing your foot and kicking back. So again, you want the tension of the left foot kicking back to stretch into your right arm. If you have your bind, release. Then walking your hands forward about a foot, and then lowering your forearms down, and this is your lizard. Right? All these are quads and hips, quads and hips. So Caroline, let's come back to that. What you can do is you can use your blocks. Right? If you need it a little higher like that, yes. Yeah. So find the correct height. Good. Three more breaths. All right, when you make your way back, lift the elbows back up, walk your hands back in, turn the right toes back forward. Now this part is tricky. You're going to tuck the left toes under, move the left knee wider to the side, and then take the side of the foot back to the floor. You're going to shift back and extend the right leg forward. So the legs end up in 90 degrees. All right, if that's not available for you, you're going to draw the left heel in instead. Good. And so, Caroline, maybe you can sit on the block. And also, you want the foot, your left foot further back behind you. So essentially, we're doing this pose right? Janu Shirshasana, except we're taking the leg behind us. So, you know what? Easier is if you want to sit down and take Janu Shirshasana first and set up the structure of your foundation. Then you're going to shift to the side and just swing the leg back behind you so that you're sitting on the inner left leg. Good. There you go. All right, wherever you are. Right hand to your floor. Left arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. You can grab your foot, your ankles or your shins, and try to keep a more neutral spine. So if that means you're a little higher, that is fine. That means you're just a little bit tighter in the hamstrings and your lower back. If you have a little bit more mobility, you can go a little bit further forward. But do try to just avoid the automatic rounding of the spine, right? So that really does nothing for you. Even if you're higher like this in a more neutral position, this is doing much more for you for the lower back stretch than if you try to do this. Okay? If you have more mobility, you're just going further forward. Alrighty, make your way back up. Keep the legs as they are, whatever you have, and twist to the left. And then side bend over the right leg. Reach your left arm overhead. You can always take the right hand back down to the floor for support. Left arm up. Caroline, forward. Right hand to the floor, right hand to the floor, left arm overhead. There you go. Now, if you have the extension to bind to the foot, so maybe Hershey's, yeah. There you go. Good, Ruby, good. And begin to release. Make your way back up. Keep the legs as they are and just gently twist to the right to give you neutralization. All right? Swing the left leg back forward and then shaking out your legs. All right? Cross your shins. Roll forward. Down dog. All right, crescent moon, second side. Left leg up. Step the left foot forward. Right knee comes down. Extra padding to your right knee if you need to. Walk your hands to the top of the thighs. And then start to lunge your hips forward. Get into your quad stretch, into your hips. Hands to the top of the thighs. And think about your belly leaning away from the thighs and the upper torso gently leaning back and just looking up at a slight angle, right? All right, half split. Hands either side of the left foot, tuck the right toes under. Shifting back. So you want to line up the hips over your right knee, vertical right thigh. Flex your left foot, support your hands either side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. All right, coming back forward again, you're going to turn the left toes out at an angle. Left thigh also turns out. Right hands to the floor for support. Raise your left arm up and behind you, half bind to twist. Keep the hips lunging forward, stand. Yeah, good. Caroline, left hand behind you. Yeah. Now, if you want to go further to bind, bend your right knee with your left hand, grabbing your foot and kicking back. right? If you're not able to bind, that's okay. Just keep the right leg extended, left hand behind you. Start to release your binds. If you have your binds, take the hands to the floor in front of you, walking hands forward about a foot, and then lowering your forearms down. This is a lizard. Use your blocks if you need. And starting to break, lift the elbows back up, walk your hands back in. I'm going to simplify this time. You're going to just start to step the left foot back, take the seat down, extend the legs forward. Left leg extended. Option 1, sole of the right foot in the left leg. Most of us will then take the option 2 if you're able to. Better on this side, left side. Okay? Perhaps if you have to bend your knee, insert the block underneath you, and I'll give you an assist. Might be a little hot. Yeah, good. And then make sure your heel is supporting you, okay? All right, left hand to the floor. Right arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward, grabbing your foot, ankles or your shins. Re-lengthen your spine. Make sure you have a neutral spine to start with. And then hinge at the hips to draw forward. Only go as far forward as you can manage a neutral spine. If you start to round the spine too much, you're really not giving yourself enough stretch, right? It's just, your spine is just doing what it's supposed to do, which is round and move, right? You want the resistance of the neutral spine so that as you lean forward, you get into the stretch of the muscles. All right? Gently make your way back up. Keep the legs as they are. Twist to the right. And then side bend over left leg. You can take the left hand to the floor for support. Reach your right arm overhead. And as you start to bend your left elbow, side bend over your left leg. Then if you can bind the hand to the foot, right hand to your left foot, you can take the bind. All righty, let's start to break. Make your way back up. Keep the legs as they are. And then counter twist to your left. Square back to center. Carry your right leg forward. Shake it out. All right. Cross your shins. Roll forward. Down dog. Walking it out side to side. Come back to stillness. Raise your right leg up for pigeon. Draw the right knee in toward the nose. You're in a pointed toe position. Land the shin to the floor. Your right thigh angles off to side 30 to 45 degrees. With your hands supporting, inch your left knee as far back as you can. Untuck your toes. Walk your hands back. Elongate. Once you're set, feeling pretty steady, then you can walk your hands forward. You can stay on your forearms, or you can make pillows with your hands. Stand. Are you able to inch your left knee further back so you can lower your hips some more? Yeah, there you go. So now you should be feeling a lot more stretch into your right glutes. Three more breaths. Alrighty, starting to walk your hands back in. Lift the torso up. Draw the right feet down. Swing the left leg forward. Then you're going to step the right foot down and take left ankle on top of the right knee. Flex your left foot and then step the right foot in. So now you're going into your left hip, supporting with your hands. All right, so you're only stepping your right foot in as close as you can manage to sit up tall. So again, you want the hands resisting against the floor to lift your torso higher, right, your upper torso. So you can reach your chest toward the left shin. And then make sure you flex your left foot, everyone. All right, good. All right, starting to release. Extend the right leg forward, extend left leg forward. Draw the right heel back in, swing the left leg back. So through that pigeon, we're going to walk it back to down dog. All right, second side. Raise your left leg up. Draw the left knee in toward the nose, so you're in a pointed toe position. Land that shin to the floor. Your left thigh should be angling out 30 to 45 degrees over to your left side. With your hands supporting, inch your right knee as far back as you can so you can lower your hips as low as you can. Untuck your toes. Walk your hands back. Elongate through the spine. And then once you're set, you can make your way forward. I'm sorry, Melissa. I don't know why the camera for Zoom is like really blurry, right? I'm trying to focus it, but it's not focusing. I don't know what's going on. But you can see me pretty well, so I think you're good. All right, and start to make your way back up. Take the left feet down, swing the right leg forward, and then extend the left leg forward. This time, you're going to take right ankle on top of the left knee. So to manage that, right, if your hips are really tight, you can move your left heel further forward to lower the left leg so that it's easier for you to elevate the right. You can lean the torso back in case you don't have a lot of flexibility going this way, right? So these are ways to just modify so that you can more easily take ankle to left knee and then step the left foot in, ground the foot the best you can, and then press into your hands to reach your chest towards the right shin. Make sure you flex your right foot to protect the ankle joint and the knee joint of the right leg. Flex your foot some more, Caroline. Yeah. All right, the reason why we want to do that is because if you disengage your foot and you're putting pressure this way, you're overstretching the outer edge of your right knee joint, right? But if you activate the muscles around your ankles and your knee, when you put that pressure, you tend not to misalign that knee joint. So that's why it's important. Whether you're in a seated pose like this, or we sometimes do the same thing in a standing position, right? You don't want to disengage. You want to engage the muscles around the ankles and the knee so that when you put pressure into it, it protects your knee joints, right? The outer right knee joint in this case. So make sure that you always flex your foot in these figure four positions. All right, let's release. Extend the left leg out, extend the right leg out, and then cross your shins. We came through pigeon. Left heel in, right leg back. Swing the right leg back as you walk it back to your down dog. All right, once you've walked it out a little bit, make your way forward, walking your feet forward towards the front of the mat. Take the seat down, and then start to lower onto your back. Bridge pose. Walk your heels in, separating your feet about hip width. Hands to touch your fingers to touch your heels, measuring out where your feet should be. Once you have that measured out, press your heels down and lift your seat. You're standing on the upper back, your shoulders, and your heels. If you want to interlace your hands underneath you, you can. You can also keep your hands parallel to each other to either side of the hips. All right, releasing your hands, lower all the way down, and then draw your knees in towards your chest, hugging your knees in. Recline twisting. Keep the left knee in, extend the right leg all the way out to the floor. Left arm goes out to a T and twist to the right. You're rolling to the outer right hip, outer right leg. You can take your left hand to the right knee and press down. Stand, switch arms. Good. And then lower all the way down. Head down too. Head all the way down. Let the head come all the way down. There you go. The gaze is upwards toward the sky. Right? So, in essence, you started out with a neutral spine, right? Flat on your back. The head does not change positions. The back of the head stays stable on the floor. All that happens is a spinal twist through your mid and lower back. All right, gently draw the left knee back to center, and then switch legs. Right knee comes in, left leg goes out to the floor. Right arm goes out to a T and twist to your left. You can use your left hand to press to the outer right leg. And you're rolling to outer left hip, outer left leg. Keep your head and the right shoulder blade flat on the floor. So it's a spinal twist. Gently take it back to center again, hugging both knees in. And then step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward. Shavasana, final relaxation. Your feet are separated, your toes are turning out. Arms alongside the body, palms face up, eyes are closed. Let everything go. Beginning to draw your breath back in. Starting to move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. Rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. And when you take your seat, let's take your non-domination on top so that you can use your non-dominant side a little bit more to even out. Then reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Come up, namaste. Thank you so much for being here this morning. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubnd.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.